What's up, YouTube? It's Carolina Calvin coming to you with an NBA video. I know I don't do many of these videos, but I did want to talk about the Bulls and pretty much what I like. It's only 28 games in. I wanted to talk about what I liked about them in comparison to last year, and obviously as you well know, there's been roster changes from this year, last year. Booz is gone, good thing. Gasol's been added, good thing. Rose is back somewhat. He's missed about 10 or 11 games. Jimmy Butler's playing better, and the one problem that still crops up with this team is injuries, and that's been the consistent problem. Guys have been in and out of the lineup. Rose has been out. Kirk Heinrich's been out. Joakim Noah's been out. Jimmy Butler was out at the beginning of the season. Taj Gibson was out. He's missed some games. So, health is still a problem with this team. And, because I'm going to go into a little bit of the stats. I'm not going to go completely wild with the stats, but I'm going to go into some of the stats and show some of the improvements. Mainly on the offensive end of, how they improved from, last year to this year. And I know it's only 28 games, so it's about a little bit over the quarter of the season, so it's not a lot to compare in terms of last year. It's not a full season compared to a little bit over a quarter, but I'm still gonna give some of the stats. I'm gonna go. Matter of fact, I'm gonna give some of the offensive stats. In terms of points per game, last year they were last in the league at 93.4. This year they're eighth and at 103.2. And I think a big reason because Jimmy Butler is emergence, and I'm gonna talk about him in a little bit. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna talk about him now. This year he's averaging 21.7 points. That's 8 points more than he was averaging last year. 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 1.5 steals, shooting 48%. So the guy's been playing some great basketball this year, and he's been the one consistent option offensively, especially when Rose has been out. Along with Gasol's played well early on in the season. He's playing okay though. Field goal percentage last at 43.2, 16th at 45.7. Like another big leap in terms of efficiency and ability to put points on the board. 3-point percentage was at 34.7, which is 7th in the league. At 36.7, which is 6th in the league. Still improvement offensively. Rebounds per game, which I guess could be offensive and defensive. 9th last year, 52.8. 6th this year, 54.4. And I kind of figured it would go up with the addition of Gasol. He's a better rebounder than Boozer. So I kind of assumed that it would go up for that reason. Assists per game at 22.5 last year, which was 21st. And this year, there's 22, which is 12th, which, it's relatively the same. 0.5, relatively the same amount of assists. So, the ball's still being distributed, just as much as it was last year. Turnovers, exactly the same. Both at 18th at 14.9. I may have that wrong because it seems weird, but it's the same. Defensively, I would say that's kind of been a drop off defensively. Block, outside of there's a few statistics, but one of the major ones, which I'm gonna get into, I think it was actually a big drop off. But I guess the offense with the huge improvement offensively will kind of make up for it. But his team, that's where it sticks at. They play great defense. They hold teams to low shooting percentages, low points per game. But let me talk about that. Blocks actually has been an improvement. Was 7th last year, 7.1. 3rd this year at 6. Steals, 23rd last year, 7.1. 28th last year, 5.8. Now this is a big one. Opponents' points per game, 92 what was that? They were first last year at 92 points per game, which I guess would it be the pace of the games they played? But I think last year they played a little bit better defense. I guess because guys were healthier last year. I don't know. I think it was just because it was early in the season and they still have a lot of time to improve defensively. So that's what I'm gonna attribute it to. Last year was at 92, which was first in the league. This year is 12th at 99.2, which is a 7-point difference. That is a big difference. I'm expecting them to improve, at least get into that top 10. Opponent field goal percentage, relatively the same. They were second last year at 43.1, and fifth this year at 43.3. So it's relatively the same, 0.2 difference. I think field goal percentage has been great for them. 3-point percentage, actually slightly down. Last year was 10th at 35.3. This year they're 12th at 34.7. Not a huge difference, but it is something that they've gotten a little worse on. Forced turnovers, 20th last year, 14.1. This year, 27th, 12.3. It's about 2 turnover difference. To me, the 2 most important factors defensively are opponent's field goal percentage and opponent's points per game. Those are the 2 most important defensive stats, as a team to me. Let me see. Okay, yeah, those really the only stats I want to give. Like I said, so early in the season, I want to give a bunch of stats. I'll probably wait till 60 games in to really start talking about it and see how they've been playing up to that point. See how healthy the team stays. The team is currently 19-9. They played last night, beat the Washington Wizards. Very good win. Tonight they play the Lakers. Not sure if Kobe's gonna play. Leave. Let me make sure. It is in Chicago. They play Lakers tonight at 8:00 on TNT. Hopefully they can get that game, win that game. Although the Lakers did play really good last night without Kobe and beat Golden State, I expect the Bulls to win this game. I don't think Kobe's gonna play though. But the good I saw from this, up to this point, 28 games in, offensively, shooting percentages went up, points per game went up. Gasol has easily got acclimated, and he actually leads the team in block shots, I believe. Yeah, he leads the team in block shots. Joakim Noah still plays great defense. Jimmy Butler's emergence offensively. Taj Gibson's excellence coming off the bench. Aaron Brooks has been playing well at that backup point guard role, and he started obviously the games that Rose didn't play, and he's come in. He's been able to do this with every team he's been with. He'll come in, he'll be able to put up some points. He's a good 3-point shooter, get to the basket. I like him as him being a role player. I think he can. He's a guy who can step in that starting role, and he's a guy who can come off the bench easily. It's just health. Health is my biggest concern with this game. Also, I wanted to get in the opponent's points per game down a little bit, but I think, like I said, I think they'll improve on that. I don't have any problem. Tom Thibodeau he's a defensive first guy, so the defense is gonna improve. Just have to give him a little more time. Biggest concern is health. Health of Rose is one of the biggest concerns. Joakim Noah around this time of year, well, not around this time, but last couple of years he's been hurt, foot injuries. Taj Gibson was hurt earlier this year. Jimmy Butler's been relatively healthy. He's missed the first 2 games of the season. He's played since then. But keeping star players healthy is the biggest concern. And a lot of people put this on Tom Thibodeau for working the hell out of these guys. I think with the team being a little deeper this year, that you can manage these guys' minutes. You don't have to do what Greg Popovich does over there in San Antonio and rest 5 or 6 guys. You don't have to do that, but I think he's going to be able to manage minutes. The bench is a little bit deeper, and we got a couple of rookies, McDermott, Mirotic. These are guys who are going to get more playing time as the season goes along to be able to keep guys, especially Gasol, who's an older guy, or Joakim Noah, who's a guy who's been going through injuries. He'll be able to play them a little bit longer. And, Aaron Brooks, you don't have to play Rose a bunch of minutes as the season goes on, because he's a guy who is a veteran, knows how to play the game, and he can put up points on the board. And, last year that was one thing they really struggled with that they improved on exponentially. But any Bulls fan, let me know what you think about the team going through this year. What do you like? What do you don't like? Obviously I told you what I already don't like, but let me know what you don't like. And also let me know, NBA fans, just let me know another team that you want me to do, and I'll talk about that team as well. Oh yeah, one thing to say: doubles. As a matter of fact, the game's about an hour away. I will be checking out that game. Probably be talking about it on Twitter. Of course, hit that thumbs up button if you like this video. Subscribe. Thanks for watching.